right, all right. Hello, everybody on the radio. DJ Indio with Candy Cam on
Hey,
the other cam.
hey.
How are things going, girlfriend?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good.
Good.
We got an exciting show today because we got somebody from New Mexico,
That's right. All the way from Albuquerque, right?
Albuquerque. That's right. Have you ever been to New
Albuquerque.
Mexico?
Awesome. I have. I have been there once. It's
Just
pretty. It's nice. Yeah.
yeah. I drove through there going to Phoenix. I mean to Phoenix to Arizona, and I love the mountains, but man,
Oh, yes, the mountains.
the speed limit was like 35 everywhere. It took me forever. I mean, like
Really? I don't
forever.
remember that. I haven't
Yeah,
been in a long time. It's been years since I've been there.
it's
Oh
it's
my gosh, that's
really,
crazy.
really, really, really slow. So
Oh
that's why,
my gosh.
yeah, we gotta do something about that. But anyway, so are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here is Miss Rose Elva and the crew. Here we are. Sorry about that. That was my fault. Hey, there you are, Rose.
Welcome, Rose.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are things over in your neck of the woods over there in New
It's
Mexico?
great. It's going great. Aquí in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a little bit colder. It's been raining, but you know what? It's tiempo para el cafecito, los
Oh,
bizcochos, el pan dulce.
Well,
it must be nice weather over there right
I
now.
know, right? It's like what was I gonna say? It's like isn't it closer to winter over there than it is summer?
You know, we've been having a lot of it's different climates. We've been
Mm.
having a lot of rain and colder weather. It depends. Like when you go more into the mountains, it was a little bit sleeting. Then you go to southeast, and then it's started like summer. It's like hot. But up here,
Oh.
it gets colder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
So in the winter, what do you do in the winter? Because like here in San Angelo, where I'm at, I'm in the heart of Texas. So during the winter,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, it's like 80 degrees, you know. And last time we had snow, it was in April. Can you believe that? So,
Well,
and I know Cam, you're down way down south. So
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all even see snow?
Oh, no. The
No?
last time it snowed was probably I think it was in 2003 when it officially snowed. A few years ago, we had like sleet, but when it
Mm.
snowed, it was, like a long, many years ago.
So,
It's really hot in the RGB.
so Rose, do you get a lot of snow?
yes, we do. We get our share of snow here. Sometimes it could be 3, 4 inches, whatnot, but we do get our fair share here.
That's good. That's good. Now, one of the good things that we have you on here is because of the fact that you've got a new song out. You've got a new song and video out.
That is correct. I have a new song called La Buena Vida that it's on all digital platforms. Also, it's on our official YouTube page, La Buena Vida, our music video. I had the honor and privilege to work with Mr. Sal Gomez, Gomez Productions. He did an awesome job on our video and our single production. So shout out to him.
Awesome.
And then real quick shout out también, now that we're on the subject, to Albert Casares with La Reina Promotions. He's been with us since day one. So muchísimas gracias to you both. Yes,
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, doing the video. I had mentioned to you off screen that one of my older brothers is on that video, and so we had the privilege to have him on there, and two of my daughters are on this video also.
yeah, you have
Oh
that.
wow, how
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, you do have your family a lot on your video. I know we were talking earlier on your first video, your daughter was on there on your first video. And that's pretty cool, to have family support that way. It's a good thing. Real quick, Carla Christina, she's online. She just made a comment. Let me move on over there. I gotta catch up. uh, she said, I had the pleasure of meeting Roselva and her band in March at the VFW. They were super sweet and hope to see them again. Saludos,
Oh,
amigos. And Carla Christina is amazing, by the way. She's got this wonderful voice, and she's just incredible, true artist. So y'all were at VFW back in March. Oh, that was a fanfare, wasn't it? That was one.
Correct. She is very beautiful. And, we were honored to meet her. Nuestra amiga Carla Cristina, yo y los hermanos. It was
Mhm.
just amazing to meet her in person. And we're blessed to, not just me, pero los hermanos también to have met her. And she was just an amazing person, an artist, and, you know, de todo corazón, bendiciones y saludos, amiga, desde aquí de Nuevo México. Y te esperamos aquí, amiga, también, que vengas acá, to New Mexico.
That's cool. What she said.
sweet. Yeah.
Just kidding. We'll go with her.
So sweet.
No, that's cool. Juan Narves. Thanks a lot, Juan, for joining us. He says saludos from Ruskin, Florida. It's 90
Saludos.
degrees. It's
Saludos.
90 today in Florida, in Ruskin, Florida. Wow, Juan. Thank you so very much for sharing
What?
that with us. But let me ask you this, Juan. Hopefully everything is okay over there. That y'all guys, yeah, know the hurricane went by there. Hopefully it didn't it didn't cause y'all any issues there. And Carla says, yeah, y'all are awesome. Igualmente.
Igual.
Yeah, she said thank you.
Gracias, besitos, amiga.
Mm-hmm. So with your the song that you have out, what was the inspiration? What made you decide that this is, because it's a pretty broad title. It could mean a lot of different things. Not, La Buena Vida there's a lot of good things that are in there. I consider myself being in La Buena Vida. I have two beautiful ladies that I'm talking to right now. I'm still alive, and my wheelchair isn't broken. I have a lot of good things going on for my life. But what was the inspiration for La Buena Vida?
The inspiration for it was written by my brother, Jeremy G. He's our lead keyboardist and lead guitarist. He composed the song and wrote it because he went through a situation in his life with a relationship that was not just, it wasn't working. And so that relationship ended. But at the time they were, everything was going good. It was La Buena Vida. They were out there dancing. They were out there having a good time. But yet she met someone else, and it just, escalated to something else, and the cheating happened.
Mm.
And what this song is about is that he moved on, and he's going to celebrate La Buena Vida with someone else and leave everything in the past, because now is the time to celebrate, como dices, health, and the beauty inside of you. Okay, you want to move on, and the urge to move on with someone else and to do a better life. Y es La Buena Vida. That's how he wrote it.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
That's kind of tough though, man.
Yeah.
Through a relationship like that. I have one of those love hate relationships. I love food, but food hates me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the same
I love
way.
tacos. I love tacos, but tacos don't love me. They just
Oh
hold
my
on to
gosh.
me.
Uh,
I'm
We
sorry.
say the same thing. I can say the same thing, so I can relate.
Yeah, Cam. See, Cameron doesn't hardly eat anything. She's a little bird. She just
Oh, that's not true. I
look.
do eat. I eat a lot.
What's up?
I guess I just have a good metabolism. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Martin Thelma of Salazar out there from Midland, Odessa. They got a beautiful place out there called Destination Midland. And every time I go, I always find something new. It's a beautiful place, and I love it because of the fact that they always bring in people. They're always bringing in bands and helping support Tejano music. They've got a lot of things going on out there, and it's really awesome to see that we're making those connections with those people that are on the that are still doing a lot for the music and for the people. And it's not
Mhm.
just because sometimes it takes that extra moment, that extra time to do it. And that's really cool. Thank you a lot, Martin, for joining us. And I'm really glad that you're here. I need to say big shout out to him. He took care of me the other day. I went to go see esta Sonia de la Paz and Carla Cristina, as a matter of fact, over there in Destination. He even got me a hotel room. I felt so special. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
hey, nice, but where's my limo, loco?
Oh,
Oh.
He
no
gave me
quieres nada.
yeah. He's gonna send me out there with a burro.
Oh my god.
So Rose, mira,
Yes.
you started, mija, you've been doing this for a long, long time. I know you said, you know what, you know, you kind of took a step back, but then you said you're gonna follow your dreams. You're gonna do it. Your
Mhm.
brothers encouraged you, and tell us a little bit about that story of how it was that you came to where you're at now.
Well, we all started as kids doing music at church. We all started in church. My brothers had their own bands at church. I started in choir, then playing piano. And then after that, my brothers went on and playing with other bands like in quinceañeras. And I started to grow up and at 10 years old, they were already taking me to quinceañeras and singing for quinceañeras and weddings and so de allí empezamos, and we were all as we grew up, but we got together and we performed together, pero we were like in a band, we were like in different bands. Y yo también, I was in a Christian band, and I was like, you know, let's do something with a family. And my brother Pete G, bass guitar, he goes, you know what? Before we get any older, let's do this. Let's get together as a family. Let's form a band. We have so much music. We've written so much music. You got ideas, we got ideas. Let's combine them together. And that's how Rose Elva and the crew came to pass. How we're here today.
Hmm. And that's
Yeah,
that's
That's
hace 5 years.
awesome.
yeah, that's
Yes.
a beautiful a story because of the fact that you're part of the family. You know,
Yes, definitely.
yeah, and so it's wonderful the path that we see in different artists and stuff and how they come together and how they do music. I don't know if you know this, but Cam, she started out doing mariachi in high school and she won an award, and she's been doing it at the she's still doing the music, and it's wonderful to see that you know the different stories from everybody else to help encourage us, because that's inspiring. Her story, Cam's story is inspiring, but so is yours by a long
Yours.
shot, because
Yes, definitely.
it's wonderful to have family. And now here's the question, though. Here's a hard question for you.
Okay.
What happens when you get mad at your brother? Because your brothers, you can't even be hanging out with a guy because they're like, hey, what's up, loco? Nah, not today or something. So, so what's it like being on the road with your brothers?
We have our ups and downs, and they're some of them are strict. I ain't gonna, deny that they are. They're a little
Oh
too
my
strict.
gosh.
So yeah, they get on to me, and they're overprotective, but they mean well. That son hermanos, and we love each other as a family, and we all come together and we agree, and sometimes we disagree, but then we agree. We're like, okay, let's do this. It'll In the long run, we love each other as a family, and they understand, and I understand
Yes.
where they're coming from. They're just older brothers, and they want to be protected.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing, because everybody wants to be in a family, together. It's always best, because success is nothing without somebody to share it with. It's like,
Oh, for sure.
like Kim and I were like brother and sister, and it's good to have somebody that you can contact. And she gets tired of me. Hey, quit texting me, local,
No, not true, guys. Not true.
but it's good to have people in there and to share it with somebody. And I think I asked you that
It
question
is.
today. I thought it was funny, that your brothers are like real protective of you because you're like aren't you like the youngest one?
That is correct. I come from a family of eight, and I am the one that is the youngest out of all eight of them.
Oh
So it's
my
five brothers that I have. I have
goodness.
five brothers.
Now you know why you're being so protective.
Oh my gosh. No wonder.
Uh-huh. Hey,
No
real quick,
wonder.
big shout out to Virginia Valor. Virginia, she says, hi, Rose Elva. Que bueno. She's a really special person. I really love having her. I've talked to her quite a bit all the time, as a matter of fact. She's an educator. She's also she's from down in the valley, but she's got family there in New Mexico, which is pretty cool. She was there not too long ago, as a matter of fact. Barb Cavazo says saludos.
Saludos.
Saludos, Barb.
Saludos.
And here, hello from Leona Promotions. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, she's wonderful. And saludos from Mas Chingon Radio. Laila
Hey,
Lisa.
hey.
Laila Lisa. She's down in the valley, isn't she? There, Cam. Do you know her?
Laila Lisa.
I
I
believe she.
believe so.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
she's got a lot of artists down there, and which is pretty
We had the
cool.
privilege and honor to meet them both. And,
Oh yeah,
when we went to fanfare. So saludos, Mas Chincon, and
Awesome.
Laila, and Juan Mendoza,
yeah,
good friends, really, really nice people. And it was a
yeah.
pleasure to meet them and hang out with them. It was really fun.
And a good friend,
Awesome.
Daniel Garcia, Daniel Big D. He has a Facebook group called Big D, and he always plays music videos from all different types of artists. And it's really good to have somebody like that joining us because of the fact that he's helping spread music. And I know Cam and I, we talk about this all the time. We have to give people the opportunity to be heard, for people to listen to the music and fall in love with it. That's really what our
Yes.
objection, our object,
The goal.
the goal, yeah, our objective. Actually, not objection, objective. Juan Mendoza from Catula, Texas. Catula.
Hello, amigo.
Isn't that south?
Saludos.
That's like
Oh,
over
I
there
don't
by
even know where
Laredo,
that
right?
is.
Catula is by Laredo, right, Juan? I'm pretty sure it is. Maria Silva. Hello, everyone. Hijo, you got a lot
Hey,
of people here.
hey.
Let's go.
Hello.
Mira. Hello, Rose, and all the brothers.
They're
Hello.
all for you,
Thank you.
Rose.
Rose, mira.
They're
Oh my
all
God.
here for you. Oh
Gracias,
my
besitos. Thank you so
gosh.
much.
You're
Such
making
an
me
honor.
jealous, girlfriend. What's up? No, that's good that you're there. And just before we get a little off track, you know how I tend to ramble. I go all over the place. But I did want
That's
to
right.
ask you, what do you have in store? I know it's silly. I know. What do you have in store for? You've got this music video. You're pushing it out. That's really, really good. Um, are you going to be performing anytime soon? I know it's always a slow season during winter. When we get closer to the holidays, you only have really like one really good day, and that's going to be New Year's Eve. But between now and New Year's Eve, it kind of slows down quite a bit. So, are you going to be playing anywhere? Where's your next place where we can come and see you?
Our next event, God willing, it is for New Year's Eve, and then of course the holidays. I mean, in December for doing some events for the holiday season. But our biggest one is for New Year's Eve, and I will let everybody know on our Facebook page, Rose Elva and the Crew Facebook page. They can go and see what's going on with all our music and events, and I'll have all of the information noted on that page.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at that music video. It's this one's called La Buena Vida. This is written by her older brother. And actually, mira, I was right. How about that, by the way, before I go on? Cotula is west going toward
Going west.
Uvalde, San
Okay, there you
Antonio.
go.
I San Antonio. I wasn't right. I wasn't even close. Anyway, this is La Buena Vida, Rosalba and the crew. I'm DJ Indio, Kenny Cam on the other side with Roselva. Here he goes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Me encuentro escribiendo una vez más en la red de tu amor y luego me invade la memoria de aquella traición, pero sigo sin tu amor y te escribo con amor y te sigo queriéndote a ti, pero tú juegas con mi querer. Yo no sé si lo haces sin comprender si esa es la buena vida. Es mejor vivirla sin ti, porque tú te olvidaste de mí. Me encuentro escribiendo una vez más en la red de tu amor y luego me invade la memoria de aquella traición, pero sigo sin tu amor y te escribo con amor y te sigo queriéndote a ti, pero tú juegas con mi querer. Yo no sé si lo haces sin comprender si esta es la buena vida. Es mejor vivirla sin ti, porque tú te olvidaste de mí.
I
Awesome.
like it. I like it. I like it. What do you think there, Cam? What do you think? She
You
was
know
like,
what? I was just like loving Rose's outfits. Like,
yeah.
girl, you were killing it with those.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
you know what? Like how you were saying earlier, how your brother wrote this song. It's awesome how he was able to make light of a negative situation and, turn it into something relatable for other people and turn it into a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song, and how wonderful that you all are family and you have that type of dynamic where you're able to make music together. Like that's not a typical thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, that really is, I mean, to have a lot of talent within the family, like that's a gift, and that's wonderful. And blessings to you all. I think that's awesome that y'all are doing this together.
Yeah, very, very
Thank
true.
you.
It's great, and and you're right. You did change a lot of dresses, and it was a pretty location that you were at. Real quick, Barb Cavasso says, "Beautiful tone, Rose Elva," and I love the lyrics. That's cool. Cam and I, we've talked before where every artist
Mhm.
puts something in of themselves into their music. There's
For
always a
sure.
part of them that's in everything. So it's cool that you're able to interpret something that was written by your brother. But
Right.
that's really awesome. I really appreciate that you share that with us, that story, so that we can better understand what the song is about. 'Cause sometimes I was I was doing a song from Shelly Lares called Renacer. And I'm not very good on Spanish. Like some words that I have to look them up. And this one, I just kind of assumed just by the lyrics that it was like, oh, she's a happy person and all this other stuff. And Gracie's like, no, you're not even close. I was like, yeah, what do you mean it's not about bears? It was like,
Oh my god.
Albert Cáceres says, saludos from La Reina Promotions. Hey, Albert, thanks a lot for joining us there, buddy.
Saludos, Albert.
Yeah,
Saludos, Albert. Gracias for your
and
support.
yeah,
Reinas Promotions, gracias.
I wanted to take this quick, a little bit of time to say, Albert, hey, I hope you're doing well. I know you were a bit under the weather a while back. You were having some issues, some health issues, and I hope that you're doing a lot better today. I understand. I can empathize because I've had health issues as well, and it's always tough. It's what happens when you get old, Cam. You know, you know, you're young. No, I'm not picking on Kim. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying that. But no,
No.
it's pretty cool. Being from New Mexico, what was your inspiration, or how did you decide to do this? Because this song right here it's very reminiscent of old school Tejano, which I really love. It's got a lot of elements of the, you know, Tejano from back in 80s and 90s, which I really really love. It's a great, a conglomerate of music. So, what was your inspiration for this? I
The
mean, like the
inspiration
music, going in that style of music. Where are you getting? What was your influences going up when you were starting out in Tejano music?
it was definitely Laura Canales, and
Mm,
it was also Shelly Lares and Elida, and also La Mafia, and who else? La Diferencia. And of course, I grew up listening to corridos at church, and also singing them from Paulino Bernal. So
mhm.
definitely a big part on that also.
Yeah, that's a good little. I mean, because I remember we talked the first time. It was, we talked about Laura Canales and how big she was, and some people they don't. She's, well, since she's passed. We tend to, forget. She was a groundbreaker. She was like the first. The one, the first Tejana who made it big, and she had her own. She was Laura Canales. She was not part of a group. She was just Laura Canales.
Right.
Mhm.
That was a big thing back in her day, and even now. It's she was with a label and she was doing her own thing, and that's really somebody to aspire to. And so that's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, real quick, Albert says that he's doing okay, which that's really good. Thanks, Albert.
Awesome.
And then also a good friend who's joining us from Dallas, Texas. A big shout out from DFW. It's Tejano time himself, buddy. Buddy, what time is it?
Hey, hey.
There you go.
Saludos.
Yeah, Albert says that he was a Laura Canales' promoter.
That is
That's how he's really in his thing, you know. And then also Barb reminds us that Paulino Bernal, he has long since passed, one of the best accordion players out there, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
yes, for sure. For sure. Yes.
Yeah, very very cool.
He was amazing. He was actually my mom's best friend's father.
Hmm.
So Paulino Bernal. Yes, so he was a legend.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is, and
Yeah.
he's
Definitely.
it's interesting how they come from all over in different locations and stuff, but they're all, how should I say, uh, uh, we tend to think that Tejano music is really Tejano. Music is more like a conglomerate of different types of music, and it's from all
Mm,
over. Like
mm,
Rose, you're from New Mexico. I know Stephanie Montiel. She was from over there. No, she was from Arizona. But you've got a lot of there's talent everywhere. Jorge Moreno, he's from California. Jonathan Espinosa from Florida. Carla Cristina from Nevada. And it's wonderful to see people kind of picking up that mantle and moving on. And what is real Tejano music is just expression in different ways. It's not formulaic like a lot of Spanish music is. I say that, like salsa is a very formulaic song. And if you just add on a steel guitar, then it becomes bachata. If you take away the steel guitar and change two steps in the beat, then it becomes a merengue. But
True.
Tejano is country, it's rock, it's everything. It's all smashed together, which is pretty cool. Oh, she is from
Yes.
New Mexico. Stephanie is from New Mexico. Thanks.
Yes. Stephanie
Was it?
is from
Yeah.
New Mexico. Mhm.
I knew she was like either from New Mexico or Arizona. I wasn't too sure. And back then she was not Stephanie Montiel. She was Stephanie Sullivan. There you go.
Yes.
See, I got it all in the wet noodle. I remember things. But no, that's cool. So, Rose, so next year you have something coming up next year, and go ahead and share with us what it is that you have planned for next year.
Yes, what is in the works?
What's in the works?
What's in the works right now for next year, God willing, it is our sophomore CD that we are working on as of now. And it's going to be with 10 original songs written from me and from my brothers, and a variety of music, Tejano Conjunto, cumbias, rancheras. And it's going to be so heartfelt. And these situations are real that have happened to them or to me. And I really, when I heard La Buena Vida, the one that we just played, when my brother sang it for me, I just got teary eyed and I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. We have to put this song on the album and
Mhm.
release this as a single. And so, yes, a lot of our songs that are coming up on this sophomore album, they're going to be like this. They're going to be del corazón for everyone.
Awesome.
That's good. That's beautiful to see. And then, going back to what we were saying earlier, how you love having your family, and it's a big family affair for you, and I really, I envy that, because, it's good to have a family that works with you all the time and in everything you do. And I wanted to share your first music video. And the reason why is because your daughter's in it, right? And she's like the lead actress in this thing. And this is how awesome it is that you have, not only because your daughter doesn't sing, does she?
She sings, and that's going to be in the coming future. I'm pushing her to be, to get out there. She loves to sing too. She's a little shy, but you'll see
No, what I
come
meant
out.
was she's not with a band. She's not, she sings with you, which,
Yes,
you know, but she's not with a band. I sing. I don't know if you know that, Cam. I do sing a lot when I'm in the
Oh,
shower.
I didn't. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's the only time. That's the only time
That's
I'm
the
allowed
best.
to be. I went to karaoke the other day. I started singing, and they were like giving me money. Get off the stage. It's like, please,
Oh my gosh.
my ears are hurting. They're bleeding. That was just
Oh, whatever.
so. Here is, I know. I'm being silly today. I apologize for that. This is Rose Elva and the crew. Her new song. It's called "Solo en mis sueños." Only in my dreams, right?
Only in my dreams.
Mhm.
Ah, man, I'm good. Jeez, Louise.
Follow me, sueños.
Head on his shoulder, head on his shoulder. Solo en mis sueños. Rose Elva, right here on Cuba Radio with Indio Candy Cam and Rose Elva herself. It goes like this.
Yeah.
Siento que me estoy enamorando y no sé cómo controlarme sin tu amor. No soy feliz y he tratado de ocultar lo que siento, pero no puedo, estoy en un abismo de pasión por tu amor y he tratado de olvidar tu linda sonrisa, pero cada vez me enamoro más y he tratado de decirte que me gustas y me pongo nerviosa que ni puedo ni hablar. Solo mis sueños te puedo amar, sola en mi cama te puedo soñar. Cuando te miro me pongo tan nerviosa, veo tus labios que me provocan, quiero besarte en ese instante. Y suspiro cuando estás conmigo y no puedo decirte lo que siento por miedo que tú no me quieras y he tratado de olvidar tu linda sonrisa, pero cada vez me enamoro más y he tratado de decirte que me gustas y me pongo nerviosa que ni puedo ni hablar. Solo mis sueños te puedo amar. Sola en mi cama te puedo soñar y he tratado de decirte que me gustas y me pongo nerviosa y ni puedo ni hablar. Solo mis sueños te puedo amar. Sola en mi cama te puedo soñar.
Only in my dreams. Pretty good song. I like that. I like that. And
Oh my gosh.
that was your
Talk
daughter,
about a
right?
cute song.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you.
Right?
Thank you so much. Yes, that is my oldest daughter, Anna Rose.
Hannah Rose. Pretty.
Yeah, I said I was talking to Indio and Rose and I said, oh my gosh, is that Rose? Like I couldn't tell. Y'all look so similar. And she's beautiful. You both are beautiful. You
Yeah,
both have very infectious smiles. Very
yeah, that's
beautiful
true.
smiles.
Thank
Yeah.
That's an
you.
infectious
Thank
smile. I like
you.
that. Yeah,
Thank
Yes.
you so much.
and
Appreciate
it,
it.
it looks like y'all
Uh-huh.
were having a good time, but I asked you, and you were like, "I was really nervous. This is my first video." So, what got you over the hump? Because it looks like you were having a good time,
You did. Look.
I was very nervous. That was our very first video that we ever had done. But what got me through with it was again having family. My brother's there and they're like, relax, take deep breaths, and everything will turn out good. And smile. And I'm like,
did
okay.
you have to?
Yeah.
Did you have to talk to your daughter? And it's like, look, kid, I really need you in this thing, or was she like, oh, not be in it? Which one was it?
Oh, she loves to be in the music video. So she was like, oh, yes, count me in. I will be in it for sure. I'm like, okay, because you're going to play the main actor. And she's all like, yes, count me in. So she's not
Right,
shy at all.
A
right.
good sport.
Yes.
Mr. Reveal, I'm ready for my close up. We were just saying just a while ago that Cam, you just filmed your music video, not yeah, I mean just this past weekend.
I did. That's true. You guys stay tuned.
You did you have family in it like Rose?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Mm-mm.
Oh, you know
I
what?
know. Too bad. Because, I mean, you had all the support you needed right behind you.
Mhm,
Actually, I'm just kidding. Well, my mom was there in the background, giving her support, but she wasn't in the video.
mhm.
She wasn't in it.
That's
See that?
awesome.
But yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh,
See
thank
that,
you.
Rose?
Thank you so much.
She didn't invite me, Rose. She didn't.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Sorry.
no, we didn't have our schedule.
Don't make me feel bad.
Nah, I was-
Right.
Well, maybe for the next one, ¿verdad? Maybe.
Yeah.
No, are you kidding
There
me?
you
I'm
go.
having trouble enough being in front of this thing right now. I'm like, I'd rather do my interviews like this. So
Oh my gosh, no.
no, it's good, and I'm glad that that was a couple of years ago. That music video that came out, it was a couple of years ago. So that goes to show that you have longevity in your career, and that's really the first true measure of a good artist is a person who has who's been doing it for a long time and still doing it. I know there's some criticism sometimes
Yes.
where they're like, yeah, she's been doing it forever and all this other stuff. But you know what? If you weren't any good, you wouldn't be doing it forever. That's the way it is.
Right.
They wouldn't give you the time of day, and that's the beautiful thing is that you're still doing it. You're still putting out music. You're still, making music videos and albums. So that's kudos to you. That is a wonderful thing for you, Rose. I really,
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored.
Yes.
Gracias.
yeah, that's
Thank you.
cool. Yeah. So you got the new music coming out. You got 10 songs that you and your brothers wrote together.
Correct.
Which one's your favorite song of this first album?
It has to be La Buena Vida. This one right here of this single that we just came out with. It just spoke to me. When my brother sang it to me, it just, oh, I was in tears. I was like, okay, that's going to be on our album. And it definitely is this one. It takes the cake for me.
Yeah. And so, we talked about your daughter. How is your daughter's? How are they supporting your career? Because your daughters are like, Mom, come on, Mom, can't you be a mom? And you're like, I'm on your girlfriend, So
Hmm.
what do they say about your success? Because it's a continuing success.
Oh, they are all for it. They're very supportive. My
Good.
oldest daughter, she does my makeup. She also does my hair. My youngest one, she picks out my outfit. So they're very supportive, very, very supportive. And each of them, they're like, okay, let's dress mom this way. Oh no, no, I don't agree on that one. So they're like, but then they finally come to agreement. Okay, this one will look good on mom.
Aw,
That's
how cute.
yeah. That's why you like the outfits, Kim, because she's got her daughters picking them out. She's like,
There you
Mom,
go. Maybe so.
three women together. Trust me, if they all in agreement, it's going to be a good thing. Because guys don't, guys. Are you kidding me? you know how guys get dressed? They're like this, mira. Yeah, it's got another good day or so. It's like, is it
Yeah.
clean? I don't know. It doesn't smell bad. We'll wear it today. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's for me. I was in the military, so like all of my clothes are like they have to be, you know. I still do all the stuff that I used to do when I was in the military. You know how you fold your clothes and make your
Yes.
bed and everything else. I still do all of that. So um, I when my roommate in Arlington, he was that kind of guy. He was just like he was a slob, and I was like, and he had a really pretty girlfriend. So I was like, why? But
I don't get it.
yeah, right. He's like, okay. It's, that just lets me know that I don't know. Marisa Silva says that song was a beautiful song. She liked it, and
Yes.
somebody was asking what branch of service was I? I was in the Army. Oh, here's my cap. Mm-hmm.
There you go,
24th,
Army.
yeah, 24th Infantry Rapid Deployment Force. Salute out of Fort Stewart, Georgia. We were the first to fight. That's what our motto was: first to fight. But anyway, that was I shouldn't have brought it up. That's one of those things. We're talking
Thank you
about
for
Rose.
your service. Thank you for
Thank you,
your
ma'am.
service.
Appreciate
Yes.
that. I really do. It's interesting how it changes. There's you know the military it's just different for all of us. Sometimes it's it's a good thing. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on where you are. But nowadays, everybody really appreciates the military. That's really really awesome. And but
Yes.
like I say, um, I've been asked, or I've been told, you guys were heroes. No, there were other heroes. I was just some guy from Vancouver, Texas that just happened to come home. That's all. So, and Barb, thank you for recognizing my service. And that's really, really cool. Rose Elva. That's who we're talking to, Rose Elva and the crew. And the crew is of your brothers. So let's go ahead and get the names. Who's the bass player? Because, the bass player is always the one that's going, he's up there. So what's your brother's name? What are the family members? What are the instrument the guys that play the instruments? Because you got four for sure.
Right, correct. We have Mr. Pete G, and he's our lead bass guitar, and he is also does vocals, and he also writes and composes. We have Bill G. He's our rhythm guitar, and he also is vocalist, and he also writes and composes también. We have Mr. Jimmy G. He is our lead keyboardist and lead guitarist and vocals también, and also composer and songwriter. And we have a new addition that we have a new drummer with us. His name is Jerry Garcia. Um, Lo llamamos de Roswell, and we're so honored to have him on board with us. And myself, Rosalva, lead singer, and we're Rosalva and the crew.
Rosalva and the crew. Hey, so you have Jimmy G and Joey G, and then you have Mr. Garcia. How come he isn't a G? Where's everybody's got a G by the end of the
Because he's always telling me, okay, I'm part of the family, but I'm Garcia. So I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, it's just, I just noticed that I was like, everybody's got a G next to their name,
Okay.
Cameron with a K, we just got
Yeah.
we took a while to try to figure out a name for Cam because, I wanted her to like the name, and she goes, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So
No, that's not true. Oh my gosh, guys. Lauren's trying to make me look bad on this show today.
oh no, I was just saying that's not true. It's cool. It's
I'm
cool.
just
So
kidding.
you got your next event that's coming up in New Year's Eve, which is really a great time. Is it going to be there in New Mexico, or are you going to come to Texas anytime soon? Because I know you come down for the you came down for the fanfare, but were you here for the radio gala?
I was there for the radio gala also. Yes. I was honored to be there. We had a lot of fun, met a lot of people, a lot of radio stations. We plan to, con el favor de Dios, go again to Fanfare again back in March. So, con el favor de
Yeah.
Dios, we'll be there.
Yeah, because I was actually there. It's just that I got there late. It was my first time at the radio gala, and I got lost. And
Oh
getting
no.
lost in that part of San Antonio, you're like, you got to be careful because there's like, you know how I rate neighborhood just by the amount of graffiti that you see. It's like if you see just a little bit of graffiti, yeah, that's just kids being kids. But when you see like a ton of graffiti, you're like, okay, honey, lock the door, let's keep going. 'Cause you don't know what's happening. You don't know. You don't know. Real quickly, a big shout out to Mercy Perez, Laura Saenz, and also Roxanne Mendoza. Roxanne, she's a really good friend that I met down in Brownsville. Roxanne, she's got beautiful hair, like big curls. It's like she's all she is. She's just curls. That's it. Nothing else. She doesn't even have a head. It's just curls. No, just kidding. It's really cool. But so you are planning to make it up here for fanfare, or is there any other time that you're going to be coming up here to Texas? Because I know, I mean, you keep yourself busy. I do know that you play a lot, but are you playing anytime soon in Texas?
No, not at the moment. No, it's all going to be here in New Mexico for the coming events.
Yeah, and I
But it
know.
could change. You never know.
You
No,
never
no, I
know.
mean, yeah,
You never know.
and I'm just asking because of the fact that I want to go see you, and I don't want to go to New Mexico because if I go, then I'm not going to come back, and I don't want to do that. I want to. I like New Mexico. It's beautiful out there, but you got a lot of good reservations. Great powwows are over there. For me personally, that's what I see out there. But it's good to see a lot of people out there. Albert's like, tell him why, Rose. Tell him why. He's your cheerleader today. He's like, tell him. That's cool. Yeah. Saludos from Roxy y Grupo Texas. Yeah, she's awesome. And then she performed at Ruby Ann's 281 takeover there in Brownsville, and it was so hot, but she did not let that hold her back. That's the sign of a really great artist when they get up on
Yeah.
stage and it's really really hot, and she just tears it up anyway. She's like, you know, I'm gonna share something, and Cam, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them the story because you know what
Go
story I'm
ahead.
talking
Go
about.
ahead.
Right.
Cam was in San Antonio, and it was 107 degrees, super hot. And she was nervous, first of all. And then on top of that, she wasn't drinking water like she was to, or something. I don't know. But she got sick. And literally, as she got off the stage, she went, bleh, because,
I did. I got heat exhaustion. And actually, you know what? When I was on the stage, it was so hot that the water bottles, because we performed about a 45-minute set. I don't remember if it was a 45-minute set or if it was an hour. But it was I don't recall. But anyways, we were up there for a while, and we had brought up cold bottles of water, and by the end of it they were hot. Like the bottles of water were hot, and I had been chugging them on the stage through, I mean, in between each song, and it was just like I was just chugging too much.
yeah,
But I mean, it was too hot. It was just way too hot. I got heat exhaustion, and I totally ran off the stage and like puked. It was bad. It was bad, but yeah, it's brutal, the heat down
yeah. And
here.
it gets hot there in New Mexico, doesn't it? You know, has that ever happened to you where you've had to run off the stage and get and just like too much?
Hopefully not.
I haven't had the experience, but I always do carry a lot of water bottles with me because it tends to get really hot, especially in the southeast. It gets really, really hot. We get up to 107, 110. So
Wow.
you have to have your hydration fluids with you because it gets hot.
Roxanne says my eyebrows
Oh my
melted. I
gosh.
had to go retouch. It was, I
That
don't
is
doubt it
too
because it was
funny.
so hot. It really was. It was hot. Oh my goodness. And she, like I said, she got up there and she tore it up. She took control of the stage, and that's always beautiful to see somebody that's that loves what it is that they do and go ahead and do that. My
Right.
worst experience on stage was because of alcohol. Yes, I was drinking, but that's not what happened. We were drinking as a bunch of friends, and I was on stage and I was the hype man. Damas y caballeros, muchas gracias por andar aquí con nosotros hoy este día. And the stairs to the stage were right in front. They weren't in the back like most places. This one was in front. And the drummer, both of us, it was hot and we were drinking cold beer, it's like, but then it hits you really bad. And as he was walking up the steps, he tripped and grabbed my microphone stand to hold himself up.
Oh
And
my.
I'm talking, he goes, oh. I was like, I'm bleeding from my mouth. And now here's the next band coming up.
Oh
So that's been my worst experience on stage. So
no.
aside
Oh
from that, it was cool,
gosh.
but I didn't like the whole microphone in my mouth kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Hey, but
in,
glad that you were okay though. Well,
oh yeah, no, I was too drunk. It wouldn't have hurt me anyway. So I mean, it was one of those things. It's just it happens. It's one of those war stories you get to tell everybody. It's like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe this. And it stuff that happens. Being on the road is so much fun. I love it because of all the things that happen that you can't make that stuff up. It's just there's always like Roxanne she just shared, there's always a memorable experience on stage. There always is.
That's
Something
true.
happens, and you're like, what? But yeah, no, that's cool. So let's go ahead and share another music video that you have.
okay.
And this one is of your song Malo. Now, tell me a little bit about the song Malo.
Malo. Okay, that one was composed by me and my brothers, and I wrote that song for all the malos out there that break our hearts. They go out on us, nos quebran el corazón en pedazos. But yeah, it's for those guys or even girls, las malas too, que nos dejan, with a heartbroken, in a relationship porque se van con otros or otra. But so you got to have your little vino with you and your dancing partner and your amigas, and you say, you know what, this is it. He's malo, pero eres malo, but you know what, I'm going to move on with somebody else. Porque, nah, I ain't going to put up with this. No. Pero I wrote that song para todos los malos. Yeah.
Yes.
You go, Rose Elva. I like it already. Para todos los malos.
Yes.
In guys' defense, girls have done it too. So now, let's be honest, guys are the worst. So we'll just leave it at that. I know, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Here it is. This is Rose Elva and the crew, Candy Cam, Big Indio on the radio, along with Rose Elva. This is Malo.
Conocí, me enamoré de ti. Con tus falsas promesas me harías sufrir. Tus palabras bonitas me hicieron suspirar. Me engañaste y me dejaste herida del corazón. Con tu sonrisa me conquistaste y de mi amor te burlaste. Y ahora estoy llorando sola por tu amor. Eres malo, muy malo. Eres malo con el corazón. Eres malo, muy malo. Mujeriego, traicionero, que tu amor no es sincero. Eres malo, muy muy malo. Eres malo con el corazón. Eres malo, muy muy malo. Eres malo con mi amor. Maldito corazón.
And so
wow.
it was a lot of fun. It was really hot, but it was fun.
No, well, we were busy talking, guys, and that was Malo for all of you bad guys out there. You know who
Yes.
you is. and shot in Alamogordo, New Mexico. I used to live in Hobbs, New Mexico, which is right there on the
Oh
border.
wow.
Yeah, that was way
Very
back.
cool.
Yeah, Seminole Indians. That's where they're from. It's from Hobbs, New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Mhm.
That
What
is
a cool
awesome.
video, right, guys? I love that video. And the song is awesome.
Mhm.
Thank
I like the
you.
Awesome,
guitar.
awesome.
I like the guitar that's in it. You got a great lead guitar, and it's
Thank
kind
you.
of salsa-rific. If I want to make up a word, there's salsa-rific.
Yeah. Hey, that works.
Thank you. Thank you so
That
much.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
when we were composing this song, we were like, we got to make it moving. We got to put some salsa and merengue in it, and just make it moving. Because I was like, okay, because at first we were debating if it was going to be a ranchera or if it was going to
Mm,
be a cumbia or whatnot. But then it started to, flow with the salsa rhythm and then cumbia rhythm, and it took off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's a good song. I like it.
Turned out great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so much.
awesome.
Thank
And that's
you.
Yeah, it's wonderful that once again we keep saying this. You're with your family and your brothers, and they're helping you out. Do this one. Which I believe is really, I think that's what makes it so much better, because y'all get to share in it. Roxanne, she's like, yes, very
Yes.
very nice, 100%, and that's true.
Thank
It's
you.
Yes.
very very nice. I mean, it's too bad that it's about some guys, because I'm a guy. It's just like
All the malos out there.
Carlos
All
out
those
there.
malos.
Oh man, why do we do that? But now we're coming to the end of the show. We at the end of the show we always give you the opportunity to go ahead and say something. Cam, do you have anything additional to ask Miss Rose Elva?
You know what to ask? Yes, I do. Do you
Okay.
have anything at the top of your mind that you can think of? You have a favorite song of yours, I guess, from the 80s that you can think of?
Oh, from other people or from her? From other people.
No, from other people. You're a favorite song that you have from that time period. I guess Tejano type of song.
The Hano type of song.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. There's so many. Let me see. Because I
You have
really
a lot of
like-
inspirations, you were saying
Yeah.
earlier.
That's right. I don't know if you remember.
Yes. I guess
Ojitos
80s,
Negros,
90s,
Ojitos Negros from Michelle
Ojitos
Hilares.
Negros.
It's the,
Oh.
yeah, it's the cumbia.
Okay.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good song.
awesome.
Yeah.
In that same album, there's another song called Ojitos de Amor, and that Shelley actually wrote that one for her nephew, who had just been born that year when she was writing that music.
Oh,
That's pretty
wow.
cool. For me, if you ask me that question, it would be Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. It's Tejano. He's wearing a cowboy hat. Just-
Oh my gosh.
I know I'm the worst. You're like, stop it, Lauren.
No.
That's
All
funny.
right, girls, this is the time when you get you have the floor. You can go ahead and say whatever it is you want to say your shout outs or everything else. Uh, please make sure you let people know where they can get your merch, where they can get your information and everything else. Okay, let me go ahead and pull myself off of there, and I'm gonna let's see here, and
Sounds good.
I'm gonna pull Cam off as well, and it's gonna be yours, Mija, just you. Okay, and it goes like this.
I was excited to announce that we are nominated for the TTMA awards. So I'm excited on that. Thank you to all who have recommended us and who have supported our music. We're very thankful. Um, I want to thank everyone for continuing to support us. Rosalba and the crew, me and my brothers. We write the todo for you guys del corazón. You can find us at Rosalba and the Crew on YouTube, all our videos and our upcoming performances or performances that we've done. You can also find us on Facebook on our page. Go like our page on Facebook, Rosalba and the Crew, for anything new events or any new music. Also, we're on all the platforms. Our new single La Buena Vida is on all the digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify. We also have Twitter that you can follow us on, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, recently TikTok. And just follow us and give us a like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. I want to shout out Gracias, Albert Casares, La Reina Promotions. Thank you so much. Since day one, gracias for being there, very supportive with us, for us. Y also to Sal Gomez, Gomez Productions. Thank you so much. Octavia Gomez, also, thank you for providing a beautiful video and a great single production, which is La Buena Vida. Thank you to my hermanos out there that have been watching. Thank you, PG, Bill G, Mr. Jimmy G. Thank you so much for all your support. We wouldn't be here without you guys, the fans, all the audience. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to my family, my beautiful daughters, Anna Rose and Dahlia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raul. Thank you, Eloy. And just I want to, from the bottom of my heart, I want to just say thank you to everyone, and DJ Indio, gracias, and Miss DJ Cameron también, gracias so much for having me on you guys' show. It's definitely an honor all the time to be here, and I always have a great time and a lot of fun. And I just want to say thank you to all the audience. Muchísimas gracias, bendiciones, and look for a new coming CD from Rosalba and the Crew, our sophomore CD coming to you next year. Bendiciones to everyone. Buenas noches.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you very much for mentioning that.
Yes.
I'm glad that you did that. Well, I mean, not that you had to. I'm just saying it's really nice to be there. And I wanted to say a quick shout out to all the people that were here. Marisa Silva, Marina Mendoza, I mean Morales. Thank you very much, Marina. Roxanne, of course. I love you, girlfriend. Laura Science, Mercy, Angela, Marco Negron, Albert, of course, Rosemary Gonzalez, Daniel Garcia, Juan Mendoza, Jose Vega, Martin Salazar from Midland, Odessa, Robert Garcia, Gracie, Juan, and all the rest of the guys that were sitting there joining us and everything else. Thank you so very much for being here. Cam, do you have anything to say, girlfriend?
Yes, Rose, it was an absolute pleasure to have you here on our show. You are such a joy. You are so absolutely so sweet. You and your family are so talented, and I just wish the most blessings for you all and good luck in your future endeavors. And I'm super excited to hear your sophomore album. And thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you very much, Rose. I'm really glad that you're here. I hope you did have a good time. And also,
Oh,
I hope to see you at Fanfare this time because we didn't get a chance to hook up and say hello and take pictures and stuff like that. So I hope to see you in Fanfare. I will be there this year at the or next year at the Radio Gala. I'll promise I'll be early this time so that way I can have set up and I won't get lost because I know where it is now. So that's the plus. So for all of us that are here, for Rose Elva, for Candy Cam, for DJ Indio, this is Cuba Radio. Thank you so very much. We're going to leave you one last listen to La Vida or La Buena Vida from Rose Elva and the crew. We'll see y'all next time.
Gracias.
Una vez más en la red de tu amor y luego me invade la memoria de aquella traición, pero sigo sin tu amor y te escribo con amor y te sigo queriéndote a ti.
Definitely.